Hello, this is Kool for Mtgo Academy, and I am recording a Magic Online 11th Anniversary event. This is a Phantom Sealed event that features 11 booster packs from all of the fall expansions, so the big sets for Magic since Magic Online came out of its beta. So it starts at Onslaught and goes all the way to Return to Ravnica. So I have no idea what we're looking at here. We have a gigantic mess of cards. I will sort by rarity and we'll look at our rares. Okay, we got a Wormcoil Engine, that's disgusting. Caldera, a Kaiga, we'll try to play that. This is an ally, Geist is fine. Test Subject is fine, Spawn Broker, there's something about power, no. The Dragon seems pretty good. Oh, I was gonna say Fiery Temper is a rare. Primal Command is probably playable, and Tower of Fortunes is not so exciting. Okay, so it looks like I really want to be playing blue. Let's look at our colors. We have half an hour to build a deck here. Hopefully I won't go to time, because I'm sure that anyone watching this will not, or will appreciate if I do not go to time. So, let's start. We got playable. This guy is probably playable. Maybe that's playable. Drake. I have no idea what. Here, let me pop up my card window so we can actually see what these cards look like. Okay, what's this guy? We're gonna pass on that. Think Twice is fine. Sensory Depth is probably fine. If this is a land card, gains flying. Yeah, that's probably fine. Prevent damage to me. Kills creatures, that's probably fine. Wall. Fire. What is this? Blocks. May draw a card. Grey Ogre. Maybe Bonds is playable. Let's see what I have in mana. Rogue's Passage, probably. The Baron Morph for playing black. Got an Aether Spellbomb, another blue card. Chromatic Sphere, not very exciting. Let's see. Hank uses. Oh, aim counters. I'm thinking of the thing that turns my guy into a pinger. That's what I was hoping that would be. Not really sure what it's called. We have Old Art, Iron Mirror, playable, sure. Signet. Extract is going into our deck for sure. What's Nodachi do? First Strike, +2/+0, 5 mana investment. That seems a little slow. Whenever this becomes block, regenerate it. 3 mana pump, not very exciting. 4/4 Trampler that can get larger, not very exciting. Oh, we got a Tide Hollow Strix, that's nice. Infiltrator is fine. I guess I'll look at black here. Well, this guy's playable. Wrenchmind, probably not that great with all these artifacts. There's 2 artifact sets in this, Scars of Mirrodin and normal Mirrodin. So, probably decks will have a decent amount of, Stab Wound, of playable artifacts. Okay, well, just based on this, I might be playing some sort of boring black-blue control deck. Kami gains Fear, a 1/1 flyer for 3. So, if you haven't been playing Magic for a while, you'll be able to appreciate how good cards are now in limited formats when you look at something like Kami of the Waning Moon, or Nim Lasher, or Nim Shrieker. These are all all-stars from limited formats past that hopefully we won't have to see for a while. Maybe this thing is playable, Bewilder. Okay. I'm going to do a quick look at green. There's Dark Thicket, 2 Vipers, Sliver, Fertile Ground, Farseek, Gladeheart, Indrik. Tyranax? Okay, so green has like some ramp, but I doubt that that is enough to actually play it. Oh, we'll also put this Signet in our sideboard because I'm not sure that I want it. Red, there's a Glacial Ray, Modern Masters All-Star, originally from Champions. Bloodshot Trainee, Turn to Slag. What's Giant's Ire if you control? Oh, this is the cantrip giant spell that I always get confused with Crush Underfoot. It also has amazing artwork. Let's look at our white cards, see if they're better than this amount of removal. We have an Arrest, a Journey, So I might splash like Arrest and Journey. I think we're going to stay away from green. Let me make sure there's nothing else in here. Okay. So I have a Signet for white. Maybe we won't even end up playing these, we'll see. Our deck might just be good enough as is. Because, I mean, lots of dragons, lots of flyers. Put this over here. And start looking at the spells. I wonder how playable the spell is in this. Probably not that playable. This guy morphs. That's not that exciting. Yeah, that's awesome. Probably not going to play Bewilder. Ooh, we get to splash our Strangling Suit off of a Chromatic Sphere and an Iron Mirror. That's exciting. To ensure that there's a chance that we can flash it back. Probably don't want to play Bonds in this deck. Okay. Maybe not play Sensory Depth either. Probably also not play Stealer. Okay, so this is 29 cards. The Deceiver's a 1/3 that becomes a 2/3 flyer. That seems a little weak. Runewing also seems a little weak, but probably fine. It's got some card advantage built into it. The Infiltrator. Let's see, I can find a defensive Strix with it. Or I don't probably ever really want to find a test subject with it. Do we have any other exciting stuff? Volshock Replica. I guess I could board that in if my opponent has a lot of X3s. So for defensive creatures, I have like the Gomazoa, a Strix, this Semi-Wall, Sentinels, Skyrune. Like maybe the Induced Paranoia is playable in this format because there should be a decent amount of bombs. Okay, we've only used 10 minutes of our building, so that's fine. We have a tribute. Not sure how powerful that is. Let's think here. Return to Ravnica has tokens. There's a little bit of token generation in white and Innistrad. Shards has some token stuff. Lorwyn has some token stuff. We'll put this in the chopping block for now. I mean, it might be good to have something. It gives me life too. But we have right now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 removal spells. Maybe I should also put the Chromatic Sphere on the chopping block. Okay, so this is 26 cards. I guess that I have a Kaiga and a Wormcoil engine to interact with annoying bomb ground creatures, and the Kaiga also a flying bomb creature. Do I have any... What's this do? Just black creature to my hand. Do I have any raised dead effects? I don't think so. So once I lose these, they're gone. This is a lot of flyers, though. And a lot of evasion. Let's think. What do I have for card advantage? We have a Think Twice, which is pretty poor. We have a Petals. Draw 3 for 5. I mean, it's almost Tidings. Maybe I want to play the Petals. I'm not quite sure I want to play this Infiltrator. Pretty sure that the Marauder is just better. I mean, I guess Intimidate can be blocked by any artifacts in this format, but 2/1s can at least trade better than a 1/3. But the 1/3 is also defensive against other 2x's. And if I stall up the board, I can get in. Maybe I actually don't like the Marauder. Okay, so we have 2 Windrakes. This is noticeably worse than the Screecher. And then still a Changeling. I think a Shade Grey Ogre is fine, but... Do I want a 4-mana counterspell? It's not even cancel. I think we'll start that in the board too. Let's look at instant versus sorcery in this deck. Not a ton of instant speed stuff. I wonder how spell dominated this format is. And would it be better to play like a Runewing over the Raptor because it draws a card? I guess I bring it in if I need to grind out instead of try to win quickly. Like if my opponent has a lot of removal, we'll bring in the Runewing. Now the real question is, what's my last cut? Not the dragons. Could it be like the Skyrune Drake? I think it might be the Skyrune Drake. And in this deck, I probably don't want a Rogue's Passage because we have Flyer 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then we have 10, 11. These guys are kind of like Flyers and Trample and Unblockable. Yeah, I don't think I want Passage. I'd rather play like one Mountain for my Strangling suit. Okay, this deck looks a little boring, but quite powerful. Let's sort by color and add lands. Awesome, core set lands. I'm thinking like a 9/7. I only really want double black for this. I mean, we do need black kind of early to hit these. Let's think. We could go 8/8. I think because of the test subject, I want a little more blue, and we have the dragon too. I'm not quite sure how often I'll want to cast it as a morph. I guess, like if I have another 6-drop, it's fine to play as a morph. Maybe that's just dumb. Maybe I only play it as a morph in case of emergency. Let's see here. Non-spirit. So there are spirits in Innistrad. In Lorwyn, there are changelings, and then in champions, there, of course, are spirits. That should be still a pretty solid piece of removal, like, what, in my deck? 1. Only 2 creatures? 3 creatures that are spirits. Okay, I think that this is going to be our deck. I imagine that if I just play tightly, I should be able to at least eke out a 3-1 record. But we'll see. These formats are typically a little wonky since they're not really tested. And ooh, I just noticed that we had a Torch Slinger. Excuse me. The matches can be pretty awkward. The last time that AJ and I tried to do something like this, oh man, look at this break open artwork. I'm sorry, I'm losing my attention here, but this artwork is amazing. Is that like a cephalid in some sort of rock carapace? I don't know. But the last time AJ and I played one of these formats, I thought we had a decent deck, and we played super long, grindy games. I'm pretty sure almost timed out, and got crushed still, even though the games took forever. But I'm pretty happy with this deck. It has been in limited formats for a long time and usually works out, so we'll see if it is good enough for this 11th anniversary Phantom Sealed event.